Subscribe or bear the hatred of the Uchiha. Wake up to reality.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Sho, back with another video, and today, man, we're talking about the greatest anime character in the world. Let me get one thing straight. Gojo is the strongest anime character ever. Hands down, no contest. Goku, Saitama, they ain't even in the same league. Gojo could actually solo Dragon Ball Z, could actually solo One Punch Man, and probably the entire anime multiverse if you feel like it. And you know what? His fan base is absolutely justified in reminding us of this every 5 seconds. How can anyone not appreciate the endless debates about his infinity being unbeatable? Truly, the anime world is blessed to know such a character. Now, sarcasm aside, if you're still here and didn't rage quit the video and just give it an automatic dislike, I mean, Gojo fans can be a little bit intense. Like, that's just the normal statement for a lot of the Gojo fans, to be honest. And by a bit, I mean, they probably broken the internet more times than Sukuna broke Yuji's body. But in their defense, Gojo's fan base reflects something deeper. I mean, the love for Gojo isn't really just about his powers, it's a big part of it. It's about his charisma, it's about his style, it's about his ability, and how he kind of elevated the story of Jujutsu Kaisen. Just bear with me now. I'll try to make more sense of it later on in the video. But Gojo is not necessarily overpowered in a sense, right? Like, he's a strong character, but they're strong for his world. I'm not saying that Gojo in himself is like a god among anime characters. I don't think he's the weakest, but I mean, some of the matchups that they've given him and like the fandom is absolutely ridiculous. Like, how could Saitama break through Affinity? Saitama is literally a character designed to be broken. I will say one thing about Gojo though. As far as his story goes, he's the reason why JJK feels as dynamic as it does. Think about it. His ridiculous strength sets the bar so high that it forces the rest of the characters to actually grow. You have Yuji and Megumi and Nobara. They aren't just fighting curses. They're chasing the legacy of Gojo. They're his students. And it's not only that, he keeps the Jujutsu world in a chokehold. You basically have this guy that's, in a sense, let's say he's like Superman, right? Like, granted, DC has a lot of different ways they can deal with Superman, but with Gojo, he's like Superman of the universe. So it's like, the one thing about Superman is that he doesn't like to impose himself on the world, though. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't like to make decisions and then use his strength to try to like force people into agreeing with his decisions, or it's going to be war. He doesn't really do that unless you're reading like Injustice or whatever, but he does definitely do that. Gojo, on the other hand, is different. Gojo likes to make these choices. The Jujutsu world says that Yuji needs to die. Granted, as an anime watcher, reading everything I've read in the manga, I can kind of agree, to be truthfully honest. I mean, Sukuna was such a big threat that they wanted to just basically have him eat a lot of the fingers and just die to try to get rid of some of the threat. But Gojo intervened and he stopped his execution. He did it with another character from the movie, Yuta. The thing is that he's not the governing body of the Jujutsu world, but he's the strongest. So you either have to listen to him or it's going to be war, and you just don't want war with this man. Don't get me wrong, even though I'm a Yuta fan myself, like if I had to choose anyone in the series to be my favorite, I truthfully understand why people actually really like Gojo. You know, he's the teacher, he's the protector. While I did have some thoughts previously about him being so powerful and overshadowing the main cast, and I have my issues with how everything ended and, you know, certain characters' progression that we won't really get into, I think it was fine. I think if you look at Jujutsu as like, there's really two main characters. There's a character that I would say that has already had his story that we just haven't seen it, as in Gojo. This is similar to Yami and Black Clover for me. I always feel like Yami is sort of like what I like to call an off-screen main character, in which he had his own adventures, he has his own backstory, but he's such a cool and inspiring character to follow that he just feels like a secondary main character. When he comes in, he's all powered up, he's super powerful, it feels like he's done all his training arcs, and that he's basically at the end of his hero's journey. And having an overpowered side character isn't really new. In a lot of shonen, this is normally the thing. The only thing is, a lot of those older shonen, they lasted for multiple episodes, for a lot of episodes, and you can kind of gradually see the main character get stronger than his teachers. And this one, it was more like, if Gojo, who is the strongest of today, Sukuna, who is the strongest in history. And their battle isn't just about raw strength, it's about technique, it's about allies, it's about a lot of different things. And I feel like that's one of the things that Jujutsu Kaisen has always been great at. It's not a pure who's the most powerful character in the show. It's about who has the advantage, who will do what it takes to win. And Gojo's story in itself shares a lot of similarities to the Chainsaw Girl. I think her name was Makima.
Love this part. Could have been some flicks right about now.
In the sense that she's so powerful that she's kind of feared, even though she's on our side. Like, people are conspiring and that are supposed to be allies. They're conspiring to actually get them killed just because they're so powerful they can't control them. I always see that as an interesting take. His strength is known through everyone. So when he's eventually sealed,
Wait.
I'm going to only go to try to go to parts that specifically deal with the anime or the anime left out. When he gets sealed, it feels like we honestly have no hope. In a sense, he's kind of like All Might, where he was kind of a symbol of peace. Not necessarily a symbol of peace because people still had conflict. He wasn't that type of hero, but he definitely was a symbol of strength. And when he fell, enemy or not, even if you wanted to kill him in the past, you gotta realize it was a dark day for JJK. It was a dark day for sorcerers. They sealed basically the strongest man that anybody in that world in that time knew to be the strongest. They couldn't beat him. Their main weapon taken off the board. And I feel like that was his absence made season 2 so great, because in season 1 and the beginning of season 2, it felt like he was taking shine away from Itadori, which in a sense he was, because he was such a polarizing character. We still follow Itadori most of the story, right? But it's more the fact that he was such a polarizing character. He was so strong. People wanted to know the limits of his ability. It seemed that there was nobody in the world that could beat him. And in a sense, him getting sealed in that prison rim was a way that they could show you that he's still that strong. He still was handling these curses with ease. He was a threat to be reckoned with. He just literally got caught slipping. And that mistake has cost so many lives. It lets you know that he was so much above all the other sorcerers that when he got captured, the war between the curses and the sorcerers fell so out of balance and so many people died because of it. He was supposed to be the end all be all, and when he got trapped, it was pretty much pandemonium and cue the world ending. So yeah, I will say, I admit it, Gojo's a cool character. I think his relevance to the story can't be understated. Like, yes, he's just the overpowered main teacher character guy. You can call him another Kakashi or whatever you want to say. But he is very essential to his world. He really is. So no, he may not be the strongest character. He can't fight Goku in a 1v1 but he's not a bad character. His fans make him very hateable. And even though I would say I'm a Gojo fan, like I like Gojo. I even have a statue of Gojo, right? But it's more of like he's a cool character, and I don't think he's gonna just beat everybody in every single universe. But with that being said, guys, let me know how you feel about it. Have you come across any crazy Gojo fans that, make you want to get sealed in the prison realm? Or just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next video.
I would win.